Hi Taurus, you're tuning into your birthday reading. Happy, happy, happy birthday to all the beautiful Taurus out there. I hope you've had an amazing birthday month and you've been spoilt rotten. I'm so terribly sorry this reading comes so late. I literally have made it in the nick of time. One day more and I would have missed this reading, which I never intended to do. So let's see what the year ahead brings for you. I hope we've got some really positive messages in here. I hope you guys are laying the foundation for the year to come with positive vibes and some strong intentions for whatever it is that you want to manifest. So let's see what's going on with Taurus as they exit their birthday season, the year ahead. What can we expect for beautiful Taurus? What's the overall vibe? What's the overall vibe for Taurus in this season moving forward? What's the overall vibe for beautiful Taurus moving forward? What's the message that we have for them? What energy do we need to embrace? What energy do we need to embrace moving forward, Taurus? Let's see. And I'm not going to pick them up because more than one fell out. You know what I get? The message I'm feeling is I never want to go back to what was before. I feel that you guys are so ready for change. You're just ready to do things completely different moving forward, trying something completely new, a new perspective on life, a new approach on it. You actually don't have the space. This is what I'm getting, the capacity anymore to deal with the same 9 to 5 work, let's say, the same relationships, the same friendships. I feel that for those of you that I'm connecting with, you really want to start something completely new. And it comes down to your day-to-day life. It comes down to your routine. Everything about what was, you're over it. You feel like it's done, it's run its course, and now you're ready for some foundational changes, right? Which is absolutely beautiful. And the card that we've pulled out for you as an overall energy, Taurus, is Warrior. You're one with the divine. You are the universe. Wow. This is so unbelievably powerful. And when I look at this card and for it to be your overall energy as you step into a brand new year coming out of your birthday season, what I'm feeling is that yeah, you've torn things apart, you've put them back together, you've experienced, you've gone to war a few times, you've had your losses, you've had your wins. Now you have strategy on your side. You're able to run a risk assessment, let's say, or a risk analysis, and you know exactly what you need to do to venture out into the new and the unknown and reach the goal in a smarter way, in a more calculated way. I feel that you are not just the warrior that is the soldier. I feel that you are in charge. You are the leader of this. You are the one that lays out the strategy for those around you to follow. People will look to you for inspiration and for motivation and to uplift their energy, and this all comes from what you've experienced. What I'm feeling, that sense of you really wanting to let go of the way you've done things previously. It's almost like you're taking complete responsibility for your environment, for what you've manifested, how it's looking, what it's feeling like from the minute you walk in your front door to, the way you feel if you catch public transport or you get in your car. It's almost like, I've outgrown this car. I don't want to take public transport anymore. In fact, you know what? I don't want to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and go training and then go to work. I want to work from home, and I'm going to change my life. And you're putting things in place now that you really allow you to create the type of lifestyle that you want, so that you are happy in your present. what I'm getting for you, Taurus, is that as you move into this new season, you are becoming very mindful of your present, of your current environment. You are looking at your reality and how it makes you feel. And the things that don't make you feel good, you are not going to sit with that anymore and enable it to control you. You're going to take control over it, and you're going to manipulate it and change it so that it can reflect an environment or a situation that you are resonating with. Massive growth, massive growth. And there's almost this sense of never giving up. I will not give up on what I'm worth. I will not give up on what my dream is. I will not give up on what, I want my reality to look like. But there is also that sense of taking complete responsibility away and no longer giving control to anything else, because you've realized that you have to take responsibility. This is the message I'm getting. If I want to change my life, I have to take responsibility. Regardless of who's wrong, regardless of how much resentment or anger I have, regardless of how disappointed I am, if I don't take responsibility and I continue to dwell on the disappointment, the resentment and the anger, I won't be able to make the changes in my everyday life. And here is where the divine comes in and says, hello, hi Taurus, welcome to my world. You are now one with me. You are part of the universe. Let's start creating. Beautiful energy, Taurus. I'm loving this already. So let's pull out a couple of cards and let's just see overall. Let's break this energy down, the warrior energy down overall. And yeah, you know what? Regardless of whether you are clear, regardless of whether you're afraid, regardless of whether you have in your thought, you've got those reoccurring negative thought patterns that are still happening in your head or in your heart space or wherever they exist, those lower vibrational energies that keep pulling you back, you're still going to work through them like a warrior. You're going to ignore them. You're going to push through that. You're going to, instead of, there was a time, Taurus, where you guys really needed to lean into that energy and feel it and explore it so you can understand it and then work through it and out of it. You're working out of it now, and you're kind of telling it to, be quiet. It's time for you to be quiet now. It's time for me to take action. I'm in control here. I'm the boss man. I'm the boss lady here. You don't control me. My thoughts, my negative thoughts won't control me. If I fall, I'm the warrior. I'm going to get back up, right? So that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. Yeah, and so the universe is definitely going to give you the opportunity to start something completely fresh that is not just for a few months. We're talking this is going to lay the foundation for years to come. This is a massive energy shift. Massive energy shift, Taurus. I love it. Okay, so let's break down this energy here of the warrior. Okay. So what I'm getting here is, you know what? It was your ability, or it is your ability to nurture what you have, to become resourceful, to be determined, to work with what you've got. Even if others look at what you have and they're like, well, you can't really make much of that. What can you make out of, I don't know, let's go back a few thousand years. What can you make out of this bread, out of this flour, and what can you do with water? And you're like, hey, I know how to make bread now. Okay, so this is the type of energy that you have been dealing with. You have been fed breadcrumbs, which is where disappointment and where that feeling of resentment and anger you were in last season, last birthday season, or in the past, let's say, recent and long past, where that resentment built up. You felt that you were being given breadcrumbs. You weren't able to see that, how did these breadcrumbs come about? What are these breadcrumbs? What are they feeding me? Instead of feeling that, you weren't given enough opportunity, or you had too many other responsibilities that deterred you from advancing in a way that you wanted to. You almost put up boundaries for yourself. What I'm feeling now is you found the recipe. You've got the recipe now, Taurus. You know that those breadcrumbs, someone made a loaf of bread and they gave you breadcrumbs, but now you know how to make your own freaking bread. And you know what? You don't only know how to make it, you've experienced it so many times. You know what you do? You can make sourdough, you can make wholemeal, you can make bread with fruits in it. You can become really creative. You're going to be applying so much creativity, and you're going to draw on everything that you've learned, and you're going to apply your inner warrior, and you're stepping forward, and now you're really creating the environment that you like. Like I said, you're going to be looking at your home environment, and you're going to be like, well, you know what? When I walk in the front door, I don't like the way I feel for this, and this reason. That's it. What do I need to change? What needs to go? It's gone. What do I want in here? Yep, no worries. I'm onto it. I have everything I need with the breadcrumbs that I was given to create it, because I'm determined. I'm courageous. I am strong. I am worthy. Amazing, amazing. And you're celebrating. I feel that a lot of the Tauruses that I'm connecting with are celebrating themselves. You don't even want to share this. It's almost like this new recipe that you have found. You want to revel in it. You don't want to share it. You're feeling a little bit paranoid. You don't want to you still have some trust issues. It's like, no, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready to come out with a bang. When I'm ready to come out with a bang, I'm happy to share my victories. And it's an absolutely beautiful energy. The warrior goes to war and is coming out celebrated. And this is what the divine is doing for you. They're celebrating you. The divine is saying, you are one with me now. We are together. Let's walk side by side. You are the universe. It lives within you. Let's create. That's what I'm feeling. Let's create. And I don't know why. It's the most bizarre thing when I start channeling. But I keep seeing a baker with a lot of flour, a lot of water, herbs and spices and fruits and dried fruit and nuts, and the baker's like in there, elbow deep, working away at his craft, and he's so happy. There is that warm and fuzzy feeling. Where's the Nine of Cups? That this is what needs to come up now. So that's what's going on overall. This is the energy that you have the power to encompass. If you choose to ignore those lower vibrational thoughts that you might have due to past experiences, right? And you do dig your heels in and you do embrace your inner warrior, that's up for the taking. So what's going on with money, Taurus, and finance and career and all that? I just feel like you guys are going to have so many choices. And it's almost like when I see this card and I hear choices, I feel that you may still be carrying residual, those residual feelings of, I don't know if I can, or, those thoughts will start to creep in where, you want to go back to what's comfortable, what's familiar, what's known. You may feel that you don't want to sacrifice anymore because you've sacrificed enough. Those feelings of disappointment and lack of trust might start to creep in. And Spirit is saying, why don't you redirect your focus from the feeling to the opportunity that's being presented in front of you, and how you can apply the baker and the warrior within you to manifest and create. So I guess the minute you're triggered, working with triggers is difficult, but that's another reading for another time. Okay, working with triggers is difficult, but the more you recognize the onset of them, the easier it is for you to kind of trick them. Let's say trick them, right? So the minute you feel the onset of these triggers where you want to withdraw, go back into a familiar a space where you feel comfortable, that is going to potentially take you back to existing patterns and behaviors. Spirit is saying redirect yourself from the comfort of what was to the comfort or those thoughts of lack of trust, disappointment, those lower vibrational energies, and look at the opportunity that's been given in front of you, because I feel that you guys are going to be given opportunity financially and in the workplace or the workforce where you can really apply yourself. Now, instead of thinking that, oh, but I don't have these qualifications, look at the opportunity that you've been given, as that baker who only had breadcrumbs to start off with. It's not the qualifications here. It's not the knowledge of the physical knowledge, the diploma that matters, Taurus, here. What matters is your discipline, your warrior-like mentality, your determination, your willingness to succeed, to be celebrated within yourself. Whatever you undertake, you have the resources from what you have already experienced to apply yourself in a way that you can produce amazing things. You have all those ingredients. You have the recipe now. So going into a new job or going into a new opportunity, remember you have the recipe. This opportunity is going to offer you the ingredients so you can produce the end result. So that's the message I'm getting with your finances, that you won't have everything to start off with. You won't have all the answers, but it's the warrior in you that will rise when you'll need to be resourceful, when you'll need to be a team worker, when you'll need to network and spread your networking out far and wide to gather those ingredient that you need that will put this together. So this is what I'm getting. And ultimately, you've just got to remember with these opportunities that come, if you do have difficulty making a decision, and it's because you've got two, let's say, very good opportunities ahead, you think about which one's going to give you the result that you want. Do you want sweetbread or do you want, I don't know, gluten-free? So which one is it? And what kind of market are you tapping into? Because both of those markets are completely different. We're talking about ones that have some intolerances, and we're talking about ones that love sugar. I don't know. Yeah, but you're going to, this is what I'm getting. You know what it feels like? It feels like when it comes to work, this is all being decided. It has been decided. It's going to come and find you, Taurus. And I feel when it comes to employment, money, career, you needed to reach this certain point to gather to get to where you are now, to find this recipe that you found, which has fueled this warrior-like mentality and this warrior, you've embodied this warrior, so that Spirit can step in and say, now that you are with me, now that we're together and you're listening to me and you're walking beside me, it's time for you to take place with whatever your purpose is as far as work goes. I feel that a lot of you may have picked something up in the past that you let go of, but it brought you a lot of joy. I feel that opportunity is going to come up again and you're really going to take it and fly with it. So we're talking about creativity. The baker needs to be creative to produce different types of results with the resources that he has. Different types of breads with the same resources, just a different recipe. This is what we're going with now. And Spirit is saying, you have everything you need. I'm coming in now. You are protected. I will guide you. I will remind you of what your strengths are. And when ever at doubt as to what decision you should make, I will send you clear messages on the gifts that you have within yourself to make the best decision for you. You know, guys, I feel that you may even take to writing, a lot of you are writing, or I just keep getting writing or something where, no, writing, I really do. Okay, so let's have a look at what is going on in the love department, Taurus. What's going on in the love department for Taurus? Why do I feel like we've come out of a time where love was all that was on the mind, but I don't feel that way moving forward for you. I feel that you're going to be very, very cautious. You're going to be, oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel that you're going to be very cautious. The opportunity to meet someone, and I feel that it may even tie into someone that aligns with your way of living. So whatever opportunity you're going to take in the workplace is going to, it's all tying in now for you, Taurus. This is like all those bits and pieces have now come together. I feel that now that you have the recipe and you are the warrior, you're going to be given the opportunities. You're going to follow your intuition. You're going to make very, very calculated decisions that are going to help you establish yourself not only in your physical realm. You're also going to start attracting someone, and it's going to be a very, very slow movement. You're not going to just jump into any type of relationship. This is what I'm getting. Before, it was all about love. Up until this point, I feel there's been like a massive switch, a massive flip. Now it's all about you. It's about your safety. It's about your environment. It's about your long-term financial stability. And so with that, you will be given the opportunity to meet someone that wants to work equally as grounded as you, that wants to take it as slow as possible, a little bit by little bit, seed by seed. Water it, watch it grow. Is it growing well? Great. Let's plant another one. And slowly, slowly, this will turn into something so unbelievably strong at its core that I can see it really evolving into something beautiful. I feel this person truly understands you. This is the type of relationship that I feel, whether it's an existing one that you're in right now, that you've recently attracted, I feel it's a recent one, or you haven't met them yet. But what I'm getting from this is that this is a person that really understands you, what your needs are. It is balanced. There is no, the chemistry isn't through the roof, but they're emotionally unavailable, or they're not really passionate, but they're not very, very passionate like some others, but then they can't make decisions that they can follow through with, or it's not that they don't allow their mind, or others that allow their mind to take control and don't listen to their heart. This is a balanced being. This is someone who says, what is it that we want to create and manifest? What does partnership look like? What are your responsibilities and your priorities? How do I fit into that? Do I fit into that? How are we going to work with this so we can work side by side? This is a person that understands what the needs are and not just what the heart wants or what the head says. This is about creating solutions to maintain a long-standing relationship. Love comes in many forms, guys. I don't feel that this is the kind of love that knocks you off your socks, but I do feel that it's the kind of love that you will want to nurture, that you will want to grow, that you will learn to trust, that you will learn to rely on, that, you know, your love for this person is going to start to grow. And the longer you know them, the longer it will grow. And one day you're going to look back on them and you're going to think, wow, I never thought I would start a relationship with someone having these types of feelings. I wasn't overly attracted, like that. I couldn't feel that pull that I've previously felt. I didn't really see it evolving because it's not like the chemistry was through the roof. That kind of feeling is what I'm getting. What a beautiful reading, Taurus. I absolutely love it. All right, my warriors, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed that. Please do comment below and tell me what you think. Have a fantastic day, night, whatever it is. And yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.